unbelievable and indescribable hodgepodge of automotive memorabilia.
So as you go along, you have to remind them.
Makes for a fun afternoon at the Buffalo Transportation Pierce Arrow Museum in Western New York.
There's a lot of everything, of different things, and we have a major bicycle collection. We have bronze statues, we have paintings. I could go on and on.
This 20,000 square foot space is filled with an eclectic mix of vintage and classic cars, horse-drawn carriages, and a Buffalo-bound bus.
15-passenger bus.
That you still ride today?
That we still ride, and we pick up dignitaries at the airport.
All of the vehicles, license plates, gas pumps, hubcaps, and horns were either purchased or donated to James Sandoro, a native Buffalonian and owner of the museum.
My original thought goes back to when I was 8 or 9 years old, and I just felt someday I was going to have a museum.
The longtime car enthusiast used to restore cars and now works as an appraiser. That's how he built up his one-of-a-kind collection. But no manufacturer is dearer to his heart than Pierce Arrow. In 1906, the company built a large automotive plant in Buffalo. After making what Sandoro claims were the best bicycles in the world, they turned their attention to cars, high-end, luxurious cars.
It was sold to potentates around the world, official White House car for 30 years, on and on.
Anything and everything emblazoned with the Pierce Arrow name is on display, from an early 20th century motorette to their famous Archer mascot. The museum also pays homage to another Buffalo-based manufacturer, the E.R. Thomas Motor Company.
Thomas Flyer started with a bicycle motor and went on to win all kinds of awards.
But the company was best known for their win in the 1908 New York to Paris Great Auto Race. The original car is in Nevada, but the museum has a 1909 Thomas Flyer in their collection.
There's only 30 in the world left of these cars.
Sandoro says in the early 1900s, Buffalo was brimming with automotive activity. The famous Trico windshield wiper was invented there, and early EVs, like this 1902 Buffalo Electric Stanhope, were manufactured in the city. The two-passenger carriage with tiller steering and wooden wheels was popular amongst women.
Women, as they do now, actually made a lot of the decisions, and so a lot of the car companies played up to the women and put them in the brochures.
Artwork featuring women and clothing from different eras can be seen throughout the museum. It's a clever way to draw in female visitors, but Sandoro has an even bigger vision.
The mezzanine will be for displays and actually carriages in our bicycle collection.
Construction is underway on a $15 million expansion of the museum. Sandoro has more artifacts in storage that he'd like to add to this new 35,000 square foot space. The focal point will be a Frank Lloyd Wright designed gas station. It features a copper canopy supported by these 45-foot high poles and an overhead trio of gas storage tanks.
He wanted to put the tanks in the air and do gravity feed. First time neon was used, painted concrete. All these different things that were unique at that time.
Sandoro believes the new filling station and new addition will fuel tourism in Buffalo. The avid car collector is proud of his city's automotive heritage and hopes others will be too.
A lot of my friends around the world say, you know, you were lucky to be born in Buffalo. And I was lucky because I was born in the hotbed of activity from 1900 through the 50s of the automotive world.